Hey, welcome. Today we're going to talk about something we all deal with every single day, but we can't actually see. It's like the invisible architecture of our relationships. We are talking about personal boundaries and what it really means to build respect from the ground up. You know that feeling you walk away from a chat with someone and you just feel totally drained, or maybe a little annoyed, even resentful, but you can't quite put your finger on why? Well, that feeling is often a huge red flag that a personal boundary was just crossed. It's that little bit of friction telling you something in that interaction just wasn't right. So, what are these things? Think of your personal boundaries like the invisible geography of you. They're the lines on your own personal map that show where your feelings, your responsibilities, and your needs end and where someone else's begin. And here's the key: they are not walls to push people away, not at all. They're actually the very foundation you need for real trust and a healthy connection. And that brings us to our first big idea: why these invisible lines are so incredibly important. I mean, this isn't just about dodging awkward moments. They are absolutely fundamental to who we are and how we treat other people ethically. The philosopher Immanuel Kant gave us a really powerful way to think about this. He argued that every single person has this inherent dignity, and because of that, they should always be treated as an end in themselves, not just as a means for us to get what we want. Respecting someone's boundaries, that's how we put that big idea into practice every single day. It's how we look at someone and acknowledge their full humanity. When you boil it all down, respecting a boundary is really the ultimate sign that you see another person as a person. It's the huge difference between seeing them as someone with their own rich, complex inner world and seeing them as just a tool for your own emotional, financial, or social needs. Okay, so if we're going to navigate this invisible geography, we first have to learn how to read the map, right? Boundaries aren't just one single thing. They actually come in a few different flavors that define different parts of our lives. As you can see, these territories pretty much cover our whole lives. Physical boundaries are about your body and your personal space, like an unwanted hug or someone standing just a little too close. Emotional boundaries, those protect your feelings from being dismissed or steamrolled. Temporal is a big one. It's about your time and who gets it. Digital, of course, covers your online privacy. And material boundaries, well, that's about your stuff and your money, like who gets to borrow your car or your cash. All right, so now we can see the map and all its different territories. But how do we actually navigate it without, causing a crash? We need a compass, a really simple set of rules to guide us. And here they are, the 3 golden rules. First, listen and observe. It's not just about what people say, it's about their body language, their tone. Second, ask, don't assume. Instead of just guessing it's okay, make a habit out of asking directly. And third, and this is the big one, honor the no. When someone tells you their boundary, your one and only job is to accept it, gracefully, no questions asked. And this right here, this is where the rubber meets the road. On one side, you've got the responses that question, debate, or even punish someone for saying no. Things like, "Are you sure?" That kind of thing just erodes trust. But on the other side, you've got grace. Simple, validating responses like, "Okay, I understand," or "Thanks for being clear." That's it. That's how you build a bridge of trust. It's that simple, but it's so powerful. But look, let's be real. Nobody's perfect. We all misread the map sometimes. We all cross a line, even when we have the best intentions. The true test of a person's character isn't whether they make a mistake. It's about how they fix things when they do. And here's the playbook for making a real repair. 1. Take full responsibility. Your apology isn't about what you intended, it's about the impact it had on them. So you say, "I'm sorry for what I did," not "I'm sorry if you felt bad." 2. Just listen. Don't defend yourself. Let them tell you how it affected them. And finally, number 3, change your behavior. An apology without change is basically meaningless. Real change is the only apology that actually counts. So the biggest thing to take away from all this is that respecting boundaries isn't a destination. You don't get a certificate at the end. It's a practice, a continuous, mindful practice. It's a daily workout in empathy, in self-awareness, and in humility too. And that leaves us with one final thought to take with you. As you go about your day-to-day, interacting with your friends, your family, your coworkers, just ask yourself this: whose invisible map will you make an effort to read just a little more carefully today?